Gonna have to grab the Fusion Slug photo again. In a world where a whole clan fought against each other for glory, where two people fought through the scrap all the way to the other end of the tournament bracket, we face triumph and sadness like never seen before. Cue inspirational music. I don't actually have any, but no. Captain and QWERTY face off in a best of 5. Winner takes all. Captain, fighting his way through the losers bracket, has slain QWERTY in the best of 7 to see if he actually deserves to be there. He's proven, he does. Playing Captain, we have Captain. Playing QWERTY, we have QWERTY. Both of these people are Terran, and both of them are out for blood. Yeah, that's all I've got. I'll think of more later on. Epic music. I really hope that this isn't copywritten. There we go. There we go. We have some epic music in the background. I hope it's not too loud. I haven't tested this. Two men face off. They sit in the lobby. People are ready. Things are getting serious. The music amps up. Captain, pending. QWERTY, ready. Ben, the host, Zom, the referee, all sit here awaiting to see the true champion of the Fusion Slug clan. The favored captain, fighting his way up. QWERTY, the other favored player, cause all of us don't pick favorites, we're all good. Captain still pending, map Antigua Shipyard. All players are pros, all players are almost ready. Things are happening, words are being said. What's happening? Still pending. It's getting ready, music is amping up. Yeah. Wow, this is actually a really cool song. But no, it continues. Captain is still not here. He may be preparing, running upstairs in front of a big monument, getting a small sweat, buying animals in a pet store. Captain will be ready. Captain is here. Captain is the red terror. QWERTY, the blue terror. Checking on the boat. Who is going to win? QWERTY is all good. Steam is going crazy. Captain, on your go! He said it. The game is starting! Da-da-da-da! 7 seconds. We are loading in to the first game of the best of 5! Captain versus QWERTY. I should probably swap their names around. On the scoreboard, live changes are happening. Who will win? Place your bets. Bets not accepted outside the country of Australia, but they will be accepted in Florida. QWERTY spawning up in the top right-hand position. Blue Terran spawning down in the bottom left-hand position. We have Captain. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the game presented in front of you. Will there be cheese? More than likely. Will there be a macro game? It could happen. Will it be exciting? It better well be. Because I did not fly all the way out to Cambodia to get the internet to stream this. This voice is actually hurting my throat, so I am going to stop. Oh my god. Alright, so if you haven't guessed, this is a pretty big deal. The winner of this game is not just going to be the best of the clan, but he will get a free trip to his own backyard because he can go out there and just scream to the sky, I did it! I'm the champion! So yes, both players building a supply depot. QWERTY building a refinery. Captain building a barracks. Who has got the worker lead? It looks like Captain has the worker lead this time, or does QWERTY? No, they're both even, which means QWERTY actually has a supply lead with his workers. A full 2 seconds ahead once again. Captain is building his barracks and rallying it to the natural ramp of his natural. I believe this signifies that Captain will possibly be expanding. He does have an SCV out on the field. It is unlikely that this one SCV will kill the entire base of QWERTY, but with proper micro and proper scouting, it could happen. We see continued unit production from both players. QWERTY is collecting gas, which means he could be going for some sort of fast play once again. The supplies have switched sides once again. Don't worry, I'm on this. I've got this. Are you ready for this? We're going to do some live streaming. Here we go. We're going to swap the names around. I think I spelled that right. Yeah, that's right. Alright, Captain. I love QWERTY's name because you just got to like rub your fingers along the keyboard. There we go. Supplies are back. Everything's set up. Man, it's like a full valued production. We got copyrighted music. I could be taken off the internet. Could be taken off the internet, but it probably won't be. Because what are the odds of that happening? This is a big time production. I got legal documents. This Automatron 2000 signed every single one of them for me. We do have a fast base coming down from Captain, which was expected because he didn't take a fast gas. QWERTY did decide to build a factory with it, and now he's building a starport on a tech lab, which means he could either A... Oh my god, the scoreboards are fixed. What are you talking about? They're fixed, aren't they? Oh, now they're the wrong colours. Ah, gosh. Look at all this stuff. Don't worry, I've got this. We're fixing it. Nothing's happening in the game, I assure you. Nothing's going wrong. There we go. Have I done it? I've done it. They're the same colors. Okay, that was from the start. Let's just go back to the epic music stage. That was the start. Okay, so we have this starport being built. It's going to be Banshees or Ravens. I'm pretty sure it's Banshees. Alright. Okay. What are we doing? What's happening? Not a lot's going on right now. We do have a Marine coming across the field. This SCV does only have 3 health. It's unlikely it'll kill this Marine. The Marine did shoot it in the face and kill it. To be expected, SCVs don't do very well against Marines. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Yes, it is a best of 5 currently. It's still 0-0 right now. Winner of this takes all. They do actually get to win a huge, gigantic coffee cup in the morning when the player wakes up feeling accomplished. The coffee cup will not be provided by the tournament winners, but they get to go down to, like, I don't know, Kmart or something and buy something. There is a Banshee flying along the outskirts of this tower. The tower cannot see that Banshee, so it's fairly safe. This Banshee will have 0 effort in killing any form of workers. There are some Marines chilling here now. Captain is moving units there. He did actually scared to see the Banshees there. Will that Banshee be lost? No, it won't. Oh, no, that Banshee is like riding on the edge of life right now. Baller Banshee killing 2 Marines. There's like Uber Banshees and there's that Banshee. That Banshee does what it wants. Oh, and an FS t-shirt. I wouldn't mind an FS shirt. But I don't think they make shirts in tent size. If they do, let me know. I can start a fundraising thing. I'll open up a lemonade stand. But both players building barracks and other general things. pretty much looking like every other game that's happened so far in this series. Where somebody's tried to do some early aggression, the other player shut it down, the player who was early aggressive goes, "Ah!" and then begins to macro. We are seeing a Banshee fly straight in and get shot in the face by a missile turret. That missile turret does have one confirmed kill. The epic music. Interesting. I don't know if I should play the epic music the whole time, because then it'll just become music. We will play epic music for the final game though. It will be awesome. Now, we do have a Banshee once again flying out onto the field. There is one anti-air turret in the main base of Captain, so I think it's fairly safe to say that base is locked down. And we do have quite a few Marines moving in here now. QWERTY is opting to take a third command center. He has started production on 2 engineering bays. Questionable if he will decide to build a third one. There will be music behind the lemonade stand. It'll probably be classical rock or rap music. The Banshee is flying in, coasting along the side of the base, does manage to once again piss off Captain by denying a supply depot. Now that's got to be annoying because it's happened about 4 times now. Captain deciding he really needs gas and threw 14 SCVs in there. Some of you might be saying he did it to protect his SCVs. I'm trying to be an asshole, let me be. So that just happened. Banshee does decide to fly the longest route possible back home. And we do have a depot defending the gas over here. Oop. And not too much else going on. We do have a third base ready for QWERTY. It will morph into an orbital command before it decides whether or not it wants to fly over the third position. Captain is a little bit behind on that, but not too far behind. I'd say it's acceptable. It's not outside the 3-minute mark. We do have 1-1 being thrown down here by QWERTY, and an armory, not opting for the third engineering bay for the high-sec auto turrets. We are now seeing the moving out of Captain. He is meeting up with the Marines in the center of the map, opting to leave them behind. Good decision. 2 Marines will easily be able to kill 6 Lings, and possibly 1 Roach if QWERTY does somehow manage to find those units somewhere on this map. QWERTY does have tank siege mode, but opts not to use it just yet. Wants to surprise Captain when he gets up to the top of the ramp by rebuilding a tank and then setting it up. Captain is starting off very strong right now, just pushing straight into the natural of QWERTY. QWERTY does get 1 shot off killing 2 Marines and is forced to fly his orbital command away from the third base position, meaning Captain does have his orbital down and is able to commence mining before QWERTY can. I believe QWERTY has actually mined 0 minerals from these patches. That is correct. Fun facts like that are very fun. We are seeing an upgrade lead from QWERTY in this game, as he is currently pushing straight forward with his 2-2 tech, and Captain has only just begun his +1 attack and will soon begin his +1 armor. Captain does have several barracks with reactors on it to pump out Marines, and QWERTY has basically the same thing in his base. QWERTY has 1 factory to pump out tanks and is currently doing so, and the same with Captain. Captain opted for a planetary fortress at his third. I'm not against the planetary fortress, but you know, orbitals are fun. That automaton will not block. Automaton did block? No, it didn't block. If automatons blocked expansions, that would probably be the biggest troll face from Blizzard ever. We do have a drop coming in from Captain. QWERTY has defenses from the drop. Captain immediately saw that and decided not to, or just decided to fly around the defenses. Unfortunately, flying around defenses might not actually work because turrets do have a long range. QWERTY has not reacted to this drop coming through. Probably a little annoyed that even though he built defenses, there is a drop. Pulls the entire army back and will manage to shut this drop down, and more than likely take out that minivac as well. Captain returned the favour by stopping a supply depot building 5 seconds before it was complete, and adds on an additional factory. He has +1 coming in for his tanks, which we've seen him do in most of his games so far,
Something that QWERTY has not actually opted for, which isn't too surprising, as not many people that I see play grab the additional upgrade for their tank attack. But I think it definitely does add a little bit of additional help in your army and makes them a little bit stronger. QWERTY has finished plus 2-2 for his Marines. Captain isn't so far behind that he has to worry, and his siege tank tech will finish up at a favourable moment. QWERTY is able to get these upgrades, but that will pretty much send him into poor street. There's a bit of an aggression going on right now. QWERTY has lost a large chunk of his army. The siege tanks were not able to siege up in time, and Captain managed to stutter step or lag step into the army here, cutting QWERTY's supply down by pretty much 50. QWERTY has a very favourable spread of siege tanks, however he has nothing on this high ground to protect from Captain coming up here and taking that third. He is repositioning his tanks, but I'm not quite sure if they'll be able to get up there in time. He is setting up, and the Marines are repositioning, and the siege tanks are beginning to fire on those Marines. The two armies here are skirmishing pretty well, but Captain has managed to come out on top in that engagement, forcing QWERTY to stop mining from this third base, and, well, he might actually lose the orbital if he's not careful. He doesn't have any Marines to fight that off, and he has limited army elsewhere. This orbital is forced to lift off as it is on fire. It is going to head back as Captain decided not to invest, just in case QWERTY had any more units come out of nowhere and attack him. Mules here having a bit of a mule tea party. Mules like to do this roughly once every 2 or 3 months, just to catch up on the, the going-ons of the mule families. They like to say, "Oh, did you hear Captain? He's building another command center. I heard he wants to take a 4th." The other mule's like, "Oh yeah, I heard he's getting +2 tank attack. Building lots of Marines and tanks, adding on additional stuff." And yeah, generally mules are fairly informed because they have a direct uplink to the scan frequency. A 5th command center actually also being thrown down for the Captain as he charged forward into QWERTY's base. QWERTY's currently down 30 supply, which is actually also not necessarily supply in workers, as 5 workers is, I believe, an acceptable difference in worker numbers. Captain has lost a large number of his Marines, but managed to keep the majority of his tanks alive during this game, which I think is pretty good. What are we doing? We are seeing quite a few production going on. We have +2 halfway done now, meaning these tanks are doing a whopping amount of damage. 28 damage first armoured. That's a lot of damage. 3-3 coming up for both players' Marines. Captain's a little bit ahead, but I think an acceptable difference for all players. We do have a sensor tower going down in Captain's base, which I think these things are great. That's pretty cool. Oh, there is a drop currently in Captain's main. Will QWERTY be able to stop those upgrades? Captain will attempt to stop him from sniping that. Ooh, if he went for the other engineering there, he would have actually been able to cancel the +3 attack before it finished. But still, cancelling that +3 armor is actually going to give QWERTY a little bit of a timing advantage. Almost. So QWERTY is going to be able to finish his +3/+3 before Captain can. However, with the advantage of the +2 tank damage, I'm not quite sure if it will be as effective as needed. Both players sort of evening out at this point in time. QWERTY a little bit supply blocked, but could easily remedy that with building of depots. Do have 2 more depots coming down from him right now, which will fix that. A big army here. Not the biggest army possible. He could build some spine crawlers and build a bigger army if he was Zerg, but he can't, so he won't. And we do see a Marine coming out here to scout for additional expansions, which is generally helpful to know about your opponent if he's expanded. QWERTY gonna try a little bit of drop play this time. Unfortunately, flying at the side with the sensor towers means that he's probably going to be caught out. And we do have Marines running down through this way. Almost thought Captain was map hacking there, Seeing a drop coming through and QWERTY just, you know, being screwed. We do have a fairly large engagement here. Did lose quite a few Marines, but not too many that QWERTY needs to worry about dying instantly, as he does still have some of his tanks surviving. Small pack Marines able to come through and snipe a tank. This is actually starting to look pretty bad now for QWERTY, as the tanks will be able to set up now for Captain. Captain has so many tanks. There are currently 11 tanks on the field now from Captain, all of which doing about 30,000 damage each shot. Not accurate numbers, maybe making them up in my head as I go along. But once again forcing QWERTY to stop mining here from his third base. Captain's siege tanks just smashing it up. Running away, making QWERTY gonna have to turn his orbital command center around. Fun fact, orbital command centers cost 1 mineral every day to maintain. Not true, but if it did, that would be a lot of money. So we do have a possible game-ending engagement coming on right here. There are so many tanks on the field right now, and unfortunately QWERTY just doesn't have the production once again to be able to deal with this number of tanks. We do have a command center attempting to morph into a planetary, will not be able to successfully do so. Both these command centers opting to fly away. Not looking very good for him. Captain has been able to obtain another 2 bases, an orbital and a planetary on the 4th and 5th base and 6th base, possibly coming up as well. QWERTY was unable to regain and push back Captain's foothold, meaning the first game of the series has gone to Captain. Currently on top, winning the best of 7. Captain has come back into this best of 5, possibly with a little bit of a mental lead over QWERTY currently. StarCraft, I think, is about 60% actual ability and then about 90% mental ability. Those two numbers do clash a little bit, but who cares about clashing? I'm not offline on Steam, am I? No, I'm not. You're offline on Steam. Good games. Oh, we do have another YouTube link. I will load it up, and we'll see what music this is. If I have been sent inappropriate material, I do apologize, and I'll attempt to shut it off as quickly as possible after adding it to my bookmarks. We do have a second song starting up. Do we? No. This is the exact same song. What's happening? Ba-ba-ba. Why are you sending me the same link twice? Am I the host? I am ready. I see somebody actually decided to do the maths on how many days it would take or years it would take. And congratulations, that's quite a few years. Controls. Apparently I'm the host again. I feel obliged to not be messing around with Steam considering I'm the host. So let's go. Let's start. Send it to me on Steam, Dell. Appear online, then appear offline. Because I'm online, you're not. Quickly, we only have seconds. Oh, there, it's not the same song. Okay, we have a second song. let me drink a little bit of water. Oh, Captain lagging out, that helps me, that's an advantage. Here we go. Spawning on 2 opposite ends of a map, we have QWERTY, the blue Terran. Spawning up in the top left-hand position, we have Captain, the red Terran. Both players fight it out for true leadership. Both players, the best of the best. Dun, 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 dun. Both players doing fun things. QWERTY will be the first to build a supply depot. No, he won't.
Instead, he's sending an SCV far away. This song is kind of okay. This SCV might be proxy. So might this SCV. Now they meet for a great adventure. Both players appear to be proxy. That's unexpected, yet cool. Which proxy will be best? Will it be the blue proxy or the red proxy? Blue proxy has gone down first. Red proxy has not quite started yet. Now it has. This is... I don't quite know what to say, they're both proxy. Taking gas, come on, do something different. QWERTY taking gas, mixing it up, fighting it out. Ba ba ba. Both of them now having gas. This is pretty crazy. Who will win? Let's follow the story of Billy Bob, the SCV. He builds the barracks. The barracks is built. And he throws down a tech line. Up now, Captain's base, leading the army, the SCV scouts. Captain, will he build a tech lab as well? Both players building tech labs. Identical builds, identical maps. This is pretty crazy. Two supply depots, both at the top of the map. QWERTY, hiding, not wanting to risk being detected. Building a bunker to attempt to destroy the possible wall. Unbeknownst to him, there is also a proxy. Both players opting to build different units. We have Reapers building out from Captain. He's the Reaper man. And we have Marauders coming from QWERTY with a bunker. Captain has built a bunker in his main. Can't actually put anything in it. Okay, the music's over. The music's over. Alright, this is actually pretty crazy. What's happening? We have a bunker that can't actually have units in it. That Marauder might get surrounded if it's not... He's gonna die. I cannot believe they are both proxying. This is pretty intense. We have Marauders falling back now. We do have a Reaper that is just destroying things because he can. And Marauders being scared of SCVs. I like to think of SCVs as Morgan Freeman in that movie where he's in jail. I can't. What is it? It's not Cool Runnings. For some reason, Cool Runnings is popping into my head. The Long Mile or something. I don't know. No, it's not The Long Mile. It's a good movie. I know I enjoy the movie. But SCVs remind me of that. Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, no, it's not. Is it? I don't know. I have to Google it. But they always like to shank things. I know Morgan Freeman doesn't shank people, but you know, they're an SCV. So we have a Marauder moving out onto the field now from Captain to attempt to deal with the stuff happening here. There is a Marine in a bunker that will be able to do some damage. We do have Marauders chilling. 3 SCVs in a bunker, not necessarily helpful. A lot going on right now. The Reaper was actually taken out, I believe. Yeah, it looks like the Reaper was taken down. Steam is going crazy. What is happening? Oh, not a lot's happening. We do have basically the longest double proxy game ever seen ever. SCVs being the most prominent unit built so far. QWERTY going straight from Marauder to Siege Tanks. Might actually come out on top. 2 Marauders now into the main base of QWERTY. I think a Siege Tank will build before these Marauders can actually kill that. Lots going on right now. There are too many Marauders in the base here from Captain. Captain can't actually mine. QWERTY's building a bunker there, and he has a tank now. So I actually think QWERTY's got this game. I wasn't expecting the double proxy. It makes it a little hard to, you know, do an underdog story when there's double proxy. But, you know, it's there, it happens. We can't explain those things.
Captain deciding to expand straight down to his natural. Unfortunately, can't crush units with the command center. So, the war of the double proxy has gone to QWERTY, tying the series up 1-1. That was possibly fairly significantly cool. I don't think anybody really expected double proxy to happen. I was pretty surprised. Who would have thought? An 18-minute, 14-second game. I do like the 14 seconds. It's better than 15 seconds. Nobody likes uneven numbers, and if you do, then you're bad and you should feel bad. Why do you like uneven numbers? Go get help. It's like not liking chicken. Everybody likes chicken. So we do have a second game on the playlist, apparently. Not game. Map. Not map. Music. Music song. I got there eventually, and that's all that matters. I'm not going to play the song yet, because this song shouldn't be played until the game is ready. The map pool is getting a little bit smaller as both players are beginning to exhaust all their options. And by smaller, I mean there's still heaps of maps left. Captain opting for probably the most annoying map to stay. Muspelheim. Muspelheim. Either way, it starts with an M and it ends with a ham. So, we will be seeing it happening very soon. If Captain is able to win this game, then he will be put into a favourable position once again. But all QWERTY has to do is win another match, and then it will literally be down to the final game takes all. If Captain's able to win the next two, though, he'll just win. Varying degrees of difficulty. Who can really tell who's going to win? I do get the feeling that I will have to drink more water, and that I will wake up tomorrow with a sore throat. But we do those things because we care. Both players are now here. Captain is ready. Yeah, QWERTY is ready. We are starting. I'll start the song. Where is it? Where's the song? Here's the song. There's the song. The song's going. Oh no, I didn't go from the start. Why did I do that? Okay. Think of something witty. I might repeat some things. I'm sorry. In the world of Muspelheim, two players prepare to battle. Volcanoes, lava, and various other molten stuff is everywhere. Players must dodge it in order to survive. Sorry, apparently Blizzard removed that functionality. Instead, players must build armies and kill each other with them. Who will win? Captain having minor connection issues. Still able to split like a god. Spawning up in the top left-hand position, we have the red Captain! Ah, that was the crowd. It's going wild. Spawning down in the bottom right-hand position, we have QWERTY. The blue Terran! Woo! The crowd also going wild for QWERTY. Both of these players, best of the best, but only one can win on this map, and then go on to face a possible 2 other games, or maybe 3. It could be wrong. It could go for hours. Walls are being constructed. For one player, the other opts to freeboard and not build a wall. He does not care for scouting. He is QWERTY. We follow his story, falling all the way through the winner's map, knocking player after player down, saying, "You shall not pass!" Killing orcs with bows and magic. Captain fighting the way through the losers bracket, also slaying orcs with magic and stars. He builds a barracks to construct a wall. He locks all out. QWERTY using only gas. Probably wanted to build banshees, maybe helmets, possibly ravens. Battle cruisers could be something as well. QWERTY asking if something drops. Only thing dropping is the hammer. Captain rallies more SCVs halfway through the
QWERTY, 1-4 through his barracks. It's getting exciting. Rob hands are unknowing. It's pretty hard to hype up an early game. SCV's mind being their unwavering doubt. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh, that was almost exciting. Captain accidentally pulling every single worker to build a command center. Decided, nah, and only gets one to do it. Cause all it takes is one, baby. I'm not quite sure if it's evil voice or good guy voice yet. What's he doing? Oh, he's building a depot. Early factory once again from QWERTY, as we've seen this in most games he's played so far. I'm going back to normal voice because it hurts. Okay, we are seeing Marines. Yeah, it's standard early game. We do have a reactor plopping down next to the factory. Could this be the infamous Hellion play that we saw in the second game of tonight's series? That Hellion play has just been cancelled. It's just cancelled again. Okay, QWERTY undecided. Decides to build a starport and move the factory over slightly. To build a tech lab. We're going Banshees! Because why not? QWERTY is able to scout that there is 3 racks expand. And, did he see the gas? I don't think he saw the gas. Did he see the gas? He did not see the second gas. I don't think that's too important though. Yeah. Both plays. I think I'm going to save the music for a little bit later next time. What do you guys think? The music is a good touch, but you can only say so much about the start of the game before we just start talking about Marines again. We do have a split Marine effort to attempt to take both towers, which is pretty important if you suspect your opponent is cheesing. QWERTY, 1 base Banshee, with a bit of Hellion help, and submarines. Not bad idea. Hellions are good, Banshees are good, but these towers will spot all the things. Captain does have a pretty good setup in his main base. All of his barracks aligned. A little OCD, I like it. The goalposts here, if Lings ran up here, that would be pretty nifty. Yes, we do have a classic 1-1-1. 1-1-1s are pretty good, and if he attacks at the 11-minute 11-second mark, I would feel even better. QWERTY is moving out. He will have to be careful to avoid those watchtowers. If it is spotted, it will be shut down extremely quickly. Captain possibly map hacking, running straight over here. I don't think he is, but it's always fun to accuse someone of map hacking, because if they're not, they feel really good, and if they are, then who cares? He just won a game because he's hacking. Fairly strong defense currently from Captain. He has a good front with a bunker and whatnot chilling there. And has he scanned? He did scan the last time we saw Banshees. He does not know that there are Banshees on the field, which means these Banshees could catch him from surprise, and we could see a lot of SCVs fall. However, we do have a bunker constructing in the main, and another bunker constructing in front of the natural, which means Captain is definitely suspecting some sort of early pressure. Possibly afraid that Hellions could come rampaging straight through his front door and kill all the things again. But we'll never really know now, will we? We do have a double Banshee play coming ready now. It's going in. I'm not quite sure on how effective it's going to be. There are quite a few Marines here to shut it down, but he will be able to kill 5 SCVs. If he does do this properly, he will be able to kill quite a few of these Marines with very little effort. But these Marines will be able to scare those Banshees away, while the attack at the front begins to move in. Hellion's not so good at attacking bunkers, but very good at absorbing bullets. That bunker will be successfully repaired, as he lost all 3 Hellions and a Marine. The Banshees have decided they like to be hit in the face by missiles, and will be heading back to the main base. Only one of them attacking, the second one just supervising.
telling the other Banshee what a good job it's doing. Unfortunately, Supervisor Banshee didn't quite tell the other Banshee that guys with guns were coming, and both of those Banshees were shot down. It's very unfortunate that QWERTY was not up against the Na'vi, who only have bows and arrows. Somebody did supply Captain with guns, so he will be able to push forward with a very strong attack. Captain not opting to run out at his opponent just yet. QWERTY does have siege tanks, no siege tech yet. Siege tech is for the weak, only the true strong at heart ram their tanks into their opponent. Tanks not quite having the ability to actually run their opponents over, like in Empire Modern Warfare, but who knows, patch whatever point whatever could come out and that ability could be one of those things. We do have a very good reaction timing here from QWERTY, moving the Marine away from the tower so it doesn't die. That Marine should instantly be put on control group number 8 and sent to a corner of the map. Quite standard play actually emerging from both players now as they're settling in for what looks like a macro game. QWERTY is going strong with his 1-1 upgrades, as Captain does currently have only +1 attack on the way, as it looks like he might be going for a bit of a harassment to try to do some extra damage to his opponent. Captain is coming through with, how many Marines is that? He's coming up with a lot, 20-something, 22-ish, 24 Marines in total. He is chucking them into Medivacs to drop them into the main of his opponent. QWERTY does have an anti-air tower, but there is still quite a bit of real estate to build with here. Captain could drop a few SCVs down, chuck a few bunkers down, and maybe build up a small civilization, mainly run by a dictatorship and I guess some supervisors. The supervisors would be Banshees, but there are no supervisors as of yet, so I don't think the town planning will go into full swing. Captain able to do quite a bit of damage, taking out one tank and quite a few SCVs. They have not been pulled yet, they've just been pulled now, but several have gone down. Captain picking up a Marine so that he would die in a fiery chasm of death as the Medivac plunged to the ground. Unfortunately, Medivacs cannot heal themselves, so they do face a bit of an issue of bullets killing them. We do have a customary planetary fortress being built all the way up in the third base of Captain, and Captain setting up a little bit of defense against drop play, counterplay I guess, towards him, with a tank and several Marines in his main base. In the worker counting station, we do see 39 SCVs in Captain's base with 2 mules, and 32 SCVs, 34 now, in QWERTY's base. Worker count is pretty even, however Captain is on 3 bases, so he will be able to pump that number up by a quite higher rate than QWERTY will be able to. QWERTY is gearing up to put down another few barracks, and it appears like he will be following up with the standard Marine Marauder tanks with some, Medivacs to help out. We do have a SCV with a little bit of gas here. If he has some antacids, I'm sure he'll be okay. He can just return the gas to the command center and he'll be okay within 3 to 5 days. We do have some units now moving out. Unfortunately, there is quite a large army here from Captain, which will be able to shut this down quite quickly if QWERTY is not careful. The engagement has begun. QWERTY is even on upgrades, but Captain was able to get the reaction off a little bit quicker than QWERTY. QWERTY was able to kill one of the tanks of Captain and gravely wound the other, but the attack will still continue on to attempt to deny QWERTY's third base. That SCV was shot in the face by a tank, which was unfortunate, but sacrifices must be made. Captain has set up his third base pretty well now, and his main base is still highly defended with an anti-air tower and several units. Captain is now starting his +2/2 upgrades, and I imagine he will begin his tank +1 upgrades as well soon, and QWERTY is now finishing up his plus 2/2 upgrades at the same time. We do have a small amount of Marines coming up here to the third base of Captain, more than likely about to be shut down by tank blasts and bunkered Marines. The Marines do manage to avoid being shot at by a tank for now, but the second tank will begin to rain hellfire down on them now. Pretty standard play coming out from both players still, as we have reactors being built onto these extra barracks, and we have a second factory being put down now from Captain, meaning he will be able to get superior tank numbers if he chooses to go down that route. We have seen him do that in the past, and it looks like he's going to try to continue that sort of play right now. It does definitely appear that the pre-game, pre-game statements and I don't want to say predictions, but definitely pre-game oh! Was that a clutch scan? Did that see that? I don't know. I'm not sure if it did or not. But the pre-game predictions did say that Captain's TVT was stronger, and that is definitely notable in just the way that he acquires his upgrades and sets up his bases to the help against drop play. As I think drop play is generally seen most in TVT. This drop is doing quite a bit of damage here from QWERTY, but it has been shut down. He does manage to save 3 of his 6 medibacks, which will definitely come back to be a bonus later on in the game. The question is, should he really be attacking right now? His attack did get completely shut down, and he has just seen that there is a counter-attack on the way. He only has a small group of Marines that really can defend himself right now. So this attack on the third really needs to be able to do quite a bit of damage, and he needs to not lose his whole army here to the planetary. He has not sieged up his tanks, so that planetary is going to do huge amounts of damage. Planetary actually has 6 kills. That planetary has actually killed more Marines than I have with my bare hands, which my total kill number is currently 0. We do see the attack coming through, forcing QWERTY to once again cancel the orbital command over here at his third base. These Marines could kill it, but they decided, nah, why bother? And the command center does look like it might be able to get away. It is on fire. It's gonna get away, but oh no! All the tanks of Captain ramming into QWERTY's army. That is definitely going to help QWERTY in this in the defense of his base, if not force Captain to leave. Captain has almost enough medivacs to heal his Marines one by one, if he wanted to, and he still has the production capabilities to build, a metric potato amount at the same time. QWERTY, however, has been able to secure a secret 4th base. Now, this base has 1 SCV at it, but if he's able to send another 23 SCVs, it's fully saturated, man. It's done. It's good. Unlikely that the base will go undetected for too long, as it is in prime drop real estate, but that base will be able to give QWERTY quite a good lead if he's able to keep it going. QWERTY not building any more tanks right now, which could be a bit of an issue moving into this mid-game, as Captain is starting to rip ahead in his upgrades, as he's already started 3-3 for his Marines and +2 for his tanks. And QWERTY's really only sitting on 2-2 at the moment, getting +3 attack. QWERTY is aware that Captain's army is chilling around this part of the map, and Captain's currently sitting on 3 tanks, 4 if you include the one in his main. Whereas QWERTY's tank numbers are only sitting at 0, 1. QWERTY has a tank, not to discount the tanks, but 1 tank not quite as effective as 4. These anti-air towers are scattered everywhere through Captain's base, as we have seen in most games so far. He's had very, very good defenses against drops, and he's been able to do very effective drops himself. Unfortunately, QWERTY's army was completely surrounded, as there were defenses in the main, and an attack came through and cleared up the majority of his army outside the base. I imagine the drop here from QWERTY will be cleaned up pretty soon, but he will be able to take out the majority of these turrets and upgrade areas on Captain's buildings, which will do some pretty serious damage to him for the short term, but in the long term I think Captain was able to hold that off pretty well, as all units but a handful of Marines were able to survive that engagement. During this time, QWERTY has been able to begin his +3 armor and is now beginning to produce more tanks. He currently does not have the supply match with Captain, as he's 60 supply behind and just doesn't quite have the production needed to be able to re-max after losing pretty much his entire army. He has chucked down an additional 4 barracks and he is going to build one more factory. However, I don't think that those supply buildings are going to be enough at the moment, and it's too late I think. As this attack from Captain's going to come in, his Marines are 3-3 and his tanks do have +2 attack, which means pretty serious damage is going to be done here, and he's not going the path of where the army is. He's actually going through the side. But Captain is about to drop from the game. The apocalypse may have started. If there are zombies chewing on your door, I'm not quite sure what to do for you. Captain once again has dropped from the game. Unfortunately, I'm not really in a position to call it, but if I had to make a decision then, I think Captain was pretty far ahead, as he was really far ahead in upgrades. He had the better composition of army, and purely just because he had more tanks and more units by over 50 units, and even though he's on 3 bases, he did have a higher saturation count than QWERTY did. So hard to call, but pretty. Phew, damn. I didn't see that coming. I mean, there are a few things I saw coming, like I saw possible Banshee play, and I saw Banshee play. But I didn't see Captain dropping from not 1 game, but 2 games. Very unlucky. I do actually want to have a really quick look. Someone in the chat did say they want to see the final bit of the game. I do just want to have a look what Captain had. Let's see, can I just skip? No, I can't just skip. It was a 25-minute game. When, no, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Nah, my computer doesn't like it. We will have a look later on, but Captain definitely did have way more in the regards of everything than QWERTY did. So, very disappointing. So, where are we sitting right now? I'm going to ask the almighty Ben. It would be pretty startling to have the tournament cut short because a zombie ate Captain, but I don't think that that would actually happen, unfortunately. As the Discovery Channel has told me, zombies are bullshit. So definitely I think that second game has gone to QWERTY, which is good for QWERTY, but at the same time, pretty freaking lucky as well. So we'll be chucking the scoreboard up. QWERTY is now up 2-1 because of a drop here from Captain. Blizzard really should enable LAN tournaments so that the Fusion Slug tournament could have had no drops. We will ignore the fact that the Fusion Slug tournament is not currently being held in a LAN environment. There is no stage. Well, actually, I am on a stage, but it is really just my chair, and my two cats are sitting across the room from me. They are a good audience, but they tend to be a little bit testy sometimes. Yes, unfortunately this is not Heart of the Swarm, where we could have just jumped into the replay and then kept on playing. Hopefully in the future that will be a viable thing. Currently, unfortunately, no. We do not sit in that position of awesomeness to be able to do that. So, actually, QWERTY is in the hot seat right now. If he wins this game, he will win the tournament, full stop. He will have crushed all opponents in his way, and yeah, that's pretty nifty. That is pretty nifty. Do I have any more epic music to play? I don't think I do. I could play some... I could just play... Oh, I know what I could play. Do I want to play that again? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. I have a song queued up. We're all ready for this. This could be the final game. It will be on Cloud Kingdom. So, that's a thing. Who doesn't like Cloud Kingdom? Apparently the balance update is just a whole heap of weird image numbers. Thanks, Blizzard. I have been promoted to lobby host. Oh, Captain isn't even here. Yeah! Let's get ready. Let's get ready to do this, guys. Didn't mute my microphone, but I'm drinking. Oop. Steam is going crazy. I do apparently have a new song. This song is called To Glory. I am going to mute the Telstra ad because Telstra, it annoys me. Am I the game? Okay, they're both ready. We're starting the game. I'm skipping the ad. I'm unmuting it. Okay. So this is potentially the second last game, or the last game. Let's get ready, guys. Let's get ready. Let's have a bit of water. Absorb the song. In a world where two men have been fighting for 3 months, killed foes no one thought they could kill before, QWERTY stands with only one more obstacle in his way. Can he win the final game and take the tournament? He spawns up in the top hand position. Blue down in the bottom hand position. The man that stands in his way. Captain, the Red Terror. QWERTY must defeat this man in order to possess the Fusion Slug Cup tournament thing. The music is too quiet. We're turning it up. Hopefully it's not too loud. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Deal with it. Now, can QWERTY kill him? He must build more units than SCVs. He must build more units than Marines. He must build the tank. Tanks will be able to win this for him, as he's been able to slay all sorts of people with them. I can't think of anybody who did kill Captain before with Hellions. Will he draw on this previously found strength or to crush his opponent once again? Only time will tell. Captain walling off with his signature
One supply depot, then a barracks. QWERTY actually building a depot, then a barracks. The game is changing. Will he be ready for the storm that approaches? QWERTY building a gas, probably going into marauders of some kind, or a 111, or a 111, where he attacks at the 11-minute mark to slay his opponent. There will be dragons, there will be tigers. There will be a captain at the end of the road. Yeah, that's all I'm going for. Yeah, that's really long song. 8 minutes long. Far out. I'm pausing it. We can resume it near the end, but it looks like it's going to be almost done. Captain apparently still has pizza for dinner. If he wins, he gets to not eat it because he's got to keep playing. If he loses, then I guess he gets to eat pizza, but he also has to live with the knowledge that he's bad. Not bad, but not better than QWERTY, who gets to walk around with his head held high as not just the best player in the Fusion Slugs clan, but also the best player who played in this tournament tonight. And that is something to be said, as the two best players are currently fighting it out. That SCV died, unable to get any sort of scouting information on the fact that QWERTY has built a factory and a second gas geyser. Captain, opting not to go for any sort of refinery play, has decided to one-racks expand once again. He currently has several Marines on the field chilling at the Zelnaga Tower. And QWERTY has several Marines defending his base. It could be either a 111, or we could be seeing that really cool factory play again with the Hellions. I don't think we will be though, mainly because he doesn't have the SCV out on the other side of the map to build that other factory. So I believe we're probably going to be seeing a 111, as the factory has begun to build, oh pardon me, a tech lab, meaning we will be seeing either A, fast tanks, or B, a Banshee. It is currently difficult to tell as he has not started to do anything with it. He has decided to build an Hellion. That an Hellion will be doing stuff soon. And he's getting Blue Flame as well. He could be deciding to go into Mass Hellion again, because Captain has been building a significant number of Marines during this entire tournament. So that would actually be pretty effective against him. And I believe a Mass Hellion play in an early game is... Oh my god, that wasn't a command center. That was a factory. Wow, how did I miss that? I'm spectating and I missed it, so I don't think Captain saw it. What does Captain see? Captain doesn't see one factory. He doesn't see anything. Captain is complete... Oh, he does have two gas geysers. And he didn't even see the Hellions. These Hellions are going to be able to move across the map really effectively. We could be seeing QWERTY's uber duper Hellion attack once again. The question is, because Captain messed up last time and sent all of his Marines out of that bunker, if he doesn't do that, will he be able to hold it this time? I think the biggest blunder of the last one was the fact that all those Marines weren't in the bunker. They were chilling next to the bunker like, sup, trying to shoot the Hellions with their guns naked in the breeze. I mean, you just shouldn't be outside a bunker firing at something that shoots flame at you. It would hurt. So, the SCV probably called the glimpse then. QWERTY has laid down the scan. Captain is chucking down a second bunker. But will he be able to populate it in time? The Hellions are here to force no mining to be taking place now. He is trapped behind the mineral lines and he is able to kill quite a few of these Marines off now. All those Marines have fallen. Marines are out of the bunker again. Will he be able to bring in the reinforcements to capitalize on this? Reinforcements are here. He needs to bring in these extra Hellions to be able to take out those workers. The Hellions are being spot fired. Not enough DPS to take out that bunker, and sadly did not kill too many workers in this engagement, meaning the Hellion attack unfortunately is... I'm not quite sure if it's going to work this time. He did kill quite a large number of Marines, but
Captain has more than enough production right now to be able to easily rebuild and keep going. All it's really going to take is a Marauder from Captain as well to just be like, oh, I'm sorry, were you trying to kill me? And wouldn't be able to. Looks like we have a second attack coming in now from QWERTY. Captain's Marines are melting like marshmallows. QWERTY has seen that second bunker and opted to not attack it. Probably the smarter decision. He is attempting to follow this play up with 2 ports. Could we be seeing a 2-port Banshee follow? We definitely could with these double tech labs here. He may be attempting to force his opponent into some sort of Marauder play, which he definitely isn't doing, so not quite what he probably wants to be facing with Banshees. The Marines are going to be easily able to shoot those down. We do, however, see a whole lot of stuff going. Now, I'm wondering if this reactor is blocking his command center. Also, would it be okay if Blizzard implemented that reactors could make you build 2 SCVs at the same time? Now, as a Zerg, I find that okay, considering I can build 30 at a time if I really want to. But, would that make Terran imbalanced? I'm not quite sure. Perhaps indestructible rocks should be added on every single Terran base, and they can only be destroyed by tanks after the 13.5 minute mark. We do have a drop now moving out from our Terran player Captain, and we have a rather large army building up now outside his base. Captain does unfortunately need those Marines in his base if he wants to be able to hold out against these Banshees, but it's not looking good right now for Captain, actually. QWERTY does have a sizable army there, and he does have another 2 Banshees on the way. That being said, though, QWERTY has zilch, zip, zero, nada, nothing at home in order to defend this. QWERTY opting to bring everything. He's all in, almost all in. See now, what is this? If you're gonna all in, bring everything. What are 5 workers gonna do for you, QWERTY? What are you going to do? What is this? 6 if you include Billy Bob the Surveyor up there. Now we have a drop here. Those 6 SCVs, they can't kill 8 Marines. Gosh. So we could be in a base race situation with tanks on the other team. So no tanks you, but that's going to hurt. So we have the army moving in now. The question is, if QWERTY can micro this correctly, he will be able to kill everything here and possibly have more DPS in order to take out his opponent's base. 50-50 chance of that happening. Currently QWERTY is going to lose his only orbital, but he is killing everything in here. There's a tank here which probably should have been focused down before he sent every single unit into this area. And a second tank now, which does not like to be shot at by fire, but doesn't mind it because it doesn't actually hurt him. Captain's throwing down the GG. Holy potato salad! QWERTY has done it! Where's the music? Where is it? We're going to finish the song. There it is! One man fought through the swarm of death. He's done it! QWERTY has won the Fusion Slugs Eternal Tournament. Yes, QWERTY has done it. QWERTY did it. Yeah, I think he did. That was Captain UGG, wasn't it? I think it was. Yeah, it was. Woo! Yeah, QWERTY won. QWERTY has done it. QWERTY has won the Eternal Fusion Slugs Tournament. A tournament which has taken place over many months through many players. QWERTY can hold his head up high as he is the champion of the Fusion Slug Tournament Clan Cup thingy. He has proven himself to be a formidable opponent in all matchups, and he has been able to take away Captain's hopes and dreams of being best by smashing through and winning. A little overflash of tonight, we saw QWERTY win the first and he won the second game with Hellions. He was able to secure the final game just then with Hellions as well. So, good work QWERTY. Hold your head up high. Know that you are better than all of us.
know that a platinum attempted to cast your games, not quite knowing what was happening, but kind of felt the gist. So good work! You have done it. So yes, that is the end of the tournament, everybody. Congratulations, and if you played in this tournament, then you could also hold your head up high, because you're a fusion slug, and that's what we get to do. We have high heads. So yes. Yeah, let's congratulate him. Thank you everybody for watching my casting. I hope it was not too bad. I did try, and I tried to keep it amusing and thoughtful. So yes. Wow, that's amazing. I don't think there are any more games going on tonight, so yeah. I would also, yes, we do need to thank Ben for running this whole tournament. If it was not for Ben, then none of this could have actually happened. He has managed to completely smash it through. He managed to win it. He's the winner of us all. Because without Ben, this tournament couldn't have happened. And yeah, go Ben. He is our fearless leader. Yay, Ben. No, you know what we need to do? We need to bring QWERTY down here and interview him. Because that's what a professional cast would do. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my god. I got a bajillion messages. Oh no. Oh no. You know what we're going to do? We're going to bring him down mid-talk. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing. Suddenly you're here for a surprise interview. QWERTY, how does it feel to be the champion of the Fusion Slug King Club? Oh!
Fucking feels awesome, man. Fucking should have heard me cheer when I won.
Yeah. Those were amazing games. And you smashed that final game with the surprise Banshees completely decimating him. How did it feel when you were moving into that attack and you saw that drop landing in your main?
When I saw the drop landing in my main, I was just like, oh yes, 8 Marines less. And when I saw, I knew he was completely unpredicted, unscouted for the 2-port Banshee. So, moment I moved in and all he had was a bunker and some siege and 1 siege tank, I was just like, yes. Just the thrill was great.
Most definitely. I know the crowd went wild when you charged in there. I had doubts about those siege tanks' damages, but you managed to pull it off, and those Banshees definitely secured you the win. Good work and congratulations, buddy.
Thanks a lot, man.
I'm going to send you back up to the other people now. Good work.
Alright. Thanks a lot.
Yeah! Surprise stealing people before they could know what was happening. Alright everybody, thank you for watching my stream, and thank you for all of your help and your views. I would like to stream some games tomorrow. If you want to watch me stream said games, then feel free to watch them. And I will always attempt to stream every Fusion Slug clan game that I possibly can get my streamy hands on. I have been ZomyGod Ruffle. If you did not enjoy yourself, that is not my fault. Thank you for watching, and good night.